What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Absolutely a Gamble. This is week 7 NFL best bets. Week 6 was insane. I had the same thing in week 6 as I did in week 5. I got 2 out of 5 right. But because of the fact that I hit so many early on in the season, I'm still at 60% for the year. So because of that, I'm just going to keep on pushing, man. I'm just going to keep firing bets and, keep using the same techniques that I've been using. If it wasn't for injuries, a couple of the bets that I made last week, they would have hit. So, we keep moving. Injuries are uncontrollable. So, we keep working the system. We keep working the strategy. And we hope for some luck on Sundays. Let's get it. Week 7. First off, we have the Rams playing the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. That is the early morning game. So that means that game will start at 9:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. The Rams are a 3.5-point favorite for this game, and rightfully so. I think that the Rams are the better team. I think that the Rams have the better coach, the better roster, the better quarterback. And Puka Nacua might not play in this game, so we got to be careful about that. But because of that, that's the reason why I'm taking the Rams money line instead of the -3.5. I don't really trust those hooks. And the Rams money line is still at a very decent price. And it's the safest bet too. So because of that, my first bet is going to be Rams money line in London. My second best bet is the Patriots going on the road to play the Tennessee Titans. Now, this spread is at 6.5, and the 6.5 is exactly what I am taking. For my second bet, Patriots -6.5. I believe that the Patriots they have absolutely better coaching. They have a better team. They have better systems in place. And this bet is a little bit risky as well because the Tennessee Titans have an interim head coach right now. They fired their head coach and they already gave play calling duties to their OC, I believe, because it was their head coach that was calling plays from before. So this 6.5 might be a little bit dangerous because the Titans might have some newfound energy, some newfound juice, but I'm willing to put the money on the Patriots anyway. Last week, I thought that the Titans would cover the spread against the Raiders, and the Raiders are, I believe, a worse team right now than the Patriots. And the Titans pretty much did everything they could to not cover that spread. So I don't expect them to just magically get better, over one weekend. I don't expect it to be, drastically different. I think that the Patriots are a better run machine than the Titans. So because of that, I'm taking Patriots -6.5 also on the road. Next up, we have the Chicago Bears playing the New Orleans Saints at home in Chicago. The point spread for this game is -4.5. But to be safe, I am taking Chicago Bears money line. Now, the Chicago Bears just came off a victory against the Washington Commanders, which was such a great game. I think Ben Johnson is the guy for Chicago. I think that Ben Johnson is going to get Caleb Williams right. I don't know if he'll be able to fix every single, flaw that Caleb Williams has, but I do think that he'll give him enough correct answers and enough easy answers that Caleb Williams will produce this year. I do have Caleb Williams over on passing yards as one of my season-long prop bets, and it's looking pretty great right now. And I do think that team is only ascending from here on out. Whereas the Saints, on the other hand, I personally think that the Saints are tanking. I think that the Saints are going to end up with a top 5 pick at next year's draft. And I think that Kellen Moore is going to draft the quarterback that he wants to run his system, the person that he wants to be the head of his team. So because of that, I'm fading the Saints in as many games as I possibly can. I am taking their opponent in any game that I possibly can. And if they win, they win. I don't expect them to win a lot of games anyway. So because of that, my next favorite bet is Bears money line against the New Orleans Saints. Next up, we have the Monday night brawl between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. This game is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to watch it. Baker Mayfield, the man, the myth, the legend, is going to play the Detroit Lions, and neither of these teams have a good defense. Neither of these teams play good defense. They have good players, absolutely, but these teams are both involved in either shootouts or high-scoring games every single week. The spread right now is Detroit minus 5.5, but to me, 5.5 is such a strange number. So because of that, I am taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers alternate spread of 7.5. So that means that Detroit has to beat them by more than 7 points or this leg will cash. And I do believe that it's going to be a high-scoring game, so the over is a pretty good play as well. But I am believing in Baker Mayfield to keep up the late-game heroics. I'm trusting him to keep chucking the ball to his receivers. I'm expecting him to keep making plays with his legs. I'm expecting him to keep being the gunslinger that he is. And because of that, I think it'll be very difficult for the Lions to, blow them out or get like a ridiculous lead. So I'm buying the extra 2 points and I'm taking them at plus 7.5. Last but not least, the Indianapolis Colts play the Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi Stadium on Sunday. I keep hearing all these reports and all these people on TV talking about the Colts haven't beat anybody. Look at the record of the teams that they've beat and blah, 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 blah. The Bills lost to the Patriots when the Patriots didn't have a good record. The Bills lost to, I forgot who else they lost to, but every single team in the NFL has an ugly loss. Every single one of them, except the Indianapolis Colts. We can only beat who is in front of us. We can only play who is on our schedule. We did not pick this schedule. We did not designate who we play or how they would turn out. And this is another reason why I don't like preseason power rankings, because the power rankings are based on teams from last year and they don't account for changes this year. They don't account for things like new coaches, new players, new quarterbacks, new wide receivers, and things like that. So because of that, I'm not a fan of them because I don't think that they're accurate at all. So now the spread for this game is the Chargers minus 1.5. I like the minus 1.5 because I do feel like this game might be one of those games that come down to like somebody kicking a field goal and winning or losing the game. But if I can get Colts money line at plus money instead of getting plus 1.5, I am taking Colts money line every single time. Colts money line against the Chargers. I think it's at like plus 100 right now. There's a good chance it becomes a pick'em by game day. So it could be at minus 110 instead of plus 100. But I do not care. I am still going to take Colts money line. I think that the Chargers have been riddled with injuries. I think that they are, weak on the offensive line right now. And our defensive line is not the greatest. But I do think that we'll be able to get enough pressure on Justin Herbert for him to make at least a mistake or two for us to get the ball back. And we've scored on almost every single possession that we've had. We are one of the top offenses in the league. And I think that us controlling the clock and running the ball is going to be one of the reasons why we keep Justin Herbert on the sidelines for longer than he wants to be. I also think that this is a really good game for Jonathan Taylor. I think this is going to be very Jonathan Taylor focused. We would probably be out 2 wide receivers, Ashton Doolin and Josh Downs. They both have injuries and they haven't practiced for the first 2 games of the week. So that might hurt us a little bit. But I do think that this is a good chance for Adonai Mitchell to strap his boots back up and get back out there. The last time that he was at SoFi, he made that terrible mistake of fumbling the ball before the goal line. He also had a penalty on a Jonathan Taylor run. So this is going to be probably his chance to make it right, probably his chance to earn it again, like Shane Steichen said. And because of that, I'm taking the Colts, man. We're one of the hottest teams in the league right now, so I'm expecting us to give the Chargers a very, very, very good fight. As always, thank you very, very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching. This season has been insane. It's been so unpredictable. It's been so wild. Like, how can you not love football? Like, this sport is so fantastic. But we're going to keep chopping wood, and this week, week 7, is going to be the last week that I put all 5 of these bets together in a parlay. Starting next week, if I don't get 5 out of 5 this week, or if I don't get at least 3 or 4 this week, the next week, I'm just going to take my 3 favorite legs out of the 5 bets that I place, and I'm just going to put that in a parlay. And then when that parlay wins, then I'll send, a random subscriber $20. So, yeah. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Football starting from early in the morning to late at night yet again. I love the international games. Love watching games early in the morning. It's so fantastic. All day of football is all day fantastic. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope everybody has a great week. And I'll see you right back here for week 8. Have a blessed one.